ahead and talk through something a little bit different from what I usually do, but obviously Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball related in general, and that is the new movie poster that was posted, I guess, or promoted, I guess. It's a promo, whatever you want to call it. But it is a Dragon Ball Super and confirmed to be about Broly, or with having Broly in it, I guess. And I think a few different things, but it also gives me a chance to talk through the promotional card that I haven't talked through before, and maybe even the other promo card too. But so the first thing is that I think this is actually a really good idea. There's a lot of different I guess arguments when it comes down to Broly in general. I'm not a big Broly fan. He has like the issue that I have with Jiren, in which he had a very kind of a dumb personality slash backstory, and it just wasn't cool. Jiren's backstory was okay, but his whole personality and the strongest ever until the end, where Goku and whoever pulls through and just beats him, is sort of just kind of silly. And I think this is really good, not only because it is very soon, you know, it's going to be in December, and that's coming up pretty quick, within the next 5 months. And the thing is that we have 2 more sets to go. So set 4 is going to be released in a few days here, and then set 5 is going to be released sometime in November, I do believe, or October, around that's sort of in fall. Okay, it's in fall. And we don't have anything after that. The Ultimate Box is coming through, all this other stuff, right? And I think this is going to be the epitome when it comes to Dragon Ball Super, and then next year is going to be the continuation of the Dragon Ball Super show. And we're most likely going to see some announcements when it comes to that in the end of the year, around fall, around this time when the movie releases in Japan, and as well as other places, hopefully in America. But regardless of all that, my theory when it comes down to the whole thing is for the Dragon Ball Super card game. But for the actual movie, I think it's going to be a kind of a retelling of this Broly here. Obviously completely different, maybe not completely different, but very much different from the other movies, in which quote unquote isn't canon. And now that Toriyama and as well as Toei and all these other people are now in it and confirmed through the Dragon Ball Super universe, he is now technically canon. So now he could be the legendary Super Saiyan, or the Saiyan God, which shout out to the God movie in Japan that was never released here, I do believe, in the States. But he could be the level of that, or the level of Super Saiyan 4, which he is quote unquote a pure Saiyan for that. And he still has that green aura and everything. But his art direction I love, even though he kind of looks like Yamcha in the back. It's kind of funny. But his whole premise of being, you know, no pupils in the eyes and all this other stuff is still there. The new sort of art for the kind of Dragon Ball Super Goku and Vegeta is still here. This is just based on the actual poster. But when we come to the actual trailer that they played, obviously this guy, Goku, and his new sort of art direction, it looks pretty damn good. It is obviously different, but very much perfect for a movie. I think that is amazing. And now this kind of confirms, since this was released back in March or so, this whole green aura and the whole outfit, which kind of fits the Broly outfit as well, and this whole sort of design of the fur and all this other stuff really confirms that this is Broly. Like, it's no one else. I really don't think it's anybody else. I'll eat my words as far as that goes too. But when you really look at it, that's Goku, of course. That was Broly. I feel like this of course is Broly. Like, this is the yellow eyes and the green aura, all this new design. I just really love it. And again, with the this whole like pure Saiyan sort of like new design, it's just gonna be good. And I feel like they're gonna retell everything. He's not gonna be the same crybaby, literally, in which he was mad and trying to get revenge on Kakarot or Goku. But now I think it's going to be a thing in which he's going to be retold as a brand new Saiyan, in which oh, I've heard of him, like Vegeta's gonna have a whole background. We're supposed to get some background on Bardock and like Frieza and the Saiyans and stuff like that. I remember reading a whole interview and like preview for that, so that's probably gonna be a whole thing to deal with that. And just in general, I feel like he's gonna be on the level of Super Saiyan God, if not a little bit stronger when it comes down to that. And then Goku's obviously gonna go to Ultra Instinct again, but they do have an opportunity to retell him, and I think the direction that they're gonna go with is that he is a Saiyan in which escaped planet Vegeta, obviously, and got sent off. He came back and found out that Frieza, he was coming back for revenge, and Frieza was like Frieza was killed and stuff like that. And somehow, some way, after a lot of time, because this is a lot of time after that, he finds out that Goku is there. So he starts terrorizing. Goku goes up and finds out like, hey, this guy is really strong, and he's on Earth. I gotta do something about it. And he finds out that it's Broly. Broly tries to explain that I've heard that you're the Super Saiyan that I keep hearing about, and yet in the Broly voice, and yet I am the legendary Super Saiyan, Kakarot, like that sort of thing, in which they're gonna fight after that, and then show that he is actually legendary Super Saiyan. It kind of reminds me of like Pokemon. I guess, I don't know, like a legendary Pokemon. Like you thought that this was strong, but really it's not that. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, I think that's the actual story premise. And if we move on to the promo card, if you didn't know already, there's gonna be a DBZ throwback in September, and as well as November the 3rd and 5th. Now, my thing is that I hope because of this. And because of this, I think that we're gonna get another Bardock card. But because of this, I think by set 5, we're gonna have either fusions or sort of something to do with Vegeta and fusions, basically, with the introduction of Janemba and Gogeta. That is gonna be the epitome of hype for me, because I love Gogeta and I really do like Janemba. He's not like my favorite antagonist, but he's still really cool. And I feel like when they do these, because these are both remastered for the full screen, or the big screen, I guess, and you can get tickets now. Of course, you can just go there. But I think they're gonna introduce that into the new set, and then give out a new Gogeta card when you go get to this, or go see this new release, basically. Because the reason why I say that is because the one in September 15th and 17th, which they had some really weird dates and timing, is gonna be here, or gonna be released for this, in which you go see Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan, in theaters and get an exclusive promo card. I think this is the first time that they've done this. And back in the day, I think with Pokemon, if you went to certain showings or different releases, they give you promo cards too. And I have to check the prices on those, but I bet they're gonna be super expensive. So you already know. I'll be taking my friends. Oh, my girl, because I'm about to pick up some extra ones. But as far as this goes, I think not only that, one, they don't want to release the details because they want to see, probably they haven't printed it yet. They printed the art, or they made the art, but they probably did not print the actual card yet. And now they're waiting to see how set 4 comes out and sees, because there's a whole 2 sets and a theme booster between now and December. So they have a lot of time to design this, and there's really no telling in which it's gonna be. But it's probably gonna have something to do with Take Life on his unawakened side, or KOing. That's the 2 things I would say. And then this side has probably something to do with power, like an increase, and maybe even double strike or critical. I think that's kind of the whole thing for that. I don't think it's going to be the whole thing for Hand Destruction, but I could be completely wrong. These are kind of placeholders too. It doesn't really say, or it doesn't really mean that it's going to be a black card. So just keep in mind as far as that goes. But these traits and things like that, most likely are going to be the same thing. Broly Saiyan, Broly Saga. You know, you get the deal. But I cannot wait for these, and as well as just the movies in general. It's gonna be awesome just to see them in theaters, and also awesome to see what kind of card they give out. And the December movie for Dragon Ball Super itself is going to be really, really good, I feel like, because it's going to be a whole re-storytelling, new art. Toriyama's all over it, and he's going to be giving his own take, and obviously Ultra Instinct is going to come back if Toriyama is going to be part of it too. So let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Those are my thoughts, and I just wanted to spend some time to talk about it real quick. So subscribe if you're new, like if you like it, dislike if you don't, give me a comment, throw me a bone, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.